Hello everyone, this is Maradius, and today we are going to be continuing my 100% run of the Zelda Classic fan game Destiny of the Oracles. So let's just get into it. So there's been a hotfix since last time. Thank you for subscribing with Prime again, Luca Lima. Always appreciated. And yeah, let's get into it. So should be able to go and do the final thing with Fior. I realize there's something else I should probably do as well before I get into doing that. Because there's this thing that I haven't really addressed. So I should probably do this real quick. On the side where the sun sets rests a cave that shows the path to the truth within. Alright. Gaze into the depths of infinity and learn the way forward. Only those who have the true power of the oracles can pass. Okay. Well, I guess I can't do much about that right now. That it's probably post-game content there. But regardless, let's go do the thing with Farore. I do remember where she is. Took me a moment to remember, but I do actually remember. Now I just need to not get caught on stairs because I'm using speed up. Gosh dang. It was over here. Or was it? Wait, no, yeah, it was. I'm just being a little scatterbrained today. Alright, let's go beat up Majora again. Yeah, so we already read this. We already saw it. Right, we're using powder kegs. Hopefully this works this time. And if not, I can try installing like an earlier version of Zelda Classic just in case. I don't think it'll be necessary, but hard to say at this point. Alright. Hello, Yukul. Good to see you. As you can see, I downloaded the hotfix version, so this should work this time. Alright. Hopefully it works. Hopefully nothing's messed up. There we go. You got the Orb of Unity. The strange object lets you call on the power Earth for 10 MP. Oh, okay, yeah, there's no cutscene. It's just do this. Alright. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Should I seek with Farore again? Yeah, I need to be careful with my button presses. Alright, so get out of my way, guys. Just do that and get rid of them. Alright, let's head to the... Well, I'll speak with Farore real quick. And then we'll head to Black Tower. Because we should have pretty much done everything. We got that done. Where else is over here? I imagine she's not going to say anything. Okay, yep, no, she's still the same. Has no clue what's going on. But that's okay. We'll figure it out for her. Wrong building. I meant to go to the tower just south of that. My bad. My bad. Right, it's a separate button. Oops. Did the warp for that get messed up? I'm so sorry. Ooh, well, that's unfortunate, but it's not too much of a bother this time, but there probably is a bug that should get fixed. Alright, let's go this way. We'll just take the long way around. Okay. Let's just progress a bit as Din until I get to a spot I feel like I need to swap. I'm like trying to think what should I do here to avoid making silly decisions that will lock me out, but I think it's safe to do. Heck, we might as well just move this all the way over there. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm not sure if it's a result of something that happened in the patch you pushed or what. Alright, I keep messing stuff up with the game. So we want to push that up. Do that. Move this aside and there. And that takes us over here. Did that not lower that switch? Oh no. I'm just a little confused. This is a case where you need to hit both. So now I just need to figure out where that room is. Okay. Yep, here we go. Yep, there we go. Just a little confused. I should have checked to make sure that the thing worked properly. Alright, now... Well... Explode those guys. We already did this. Not much for us to do in that room, so it's good that we went that way. Oh, is this room? Fixing looks like hitting moving target. Yeah, I get that. Remember the power of winter chill. Probably would be good of me to not miss blocks like that. Alright, swapping to Nayru so we can figure out what to do there. I already checked where this goes. Yeah, okay. You know, that's not, I'm not doing the most useful positioning of these elements right now. I didn't do that much here, so we're mostly good. Won't take long to get back up to speed on where I was. Alright, well, we gotta come back to this room, so we can't do much about it right now. So those guys. Alright, so I'm doing that thing where I wing it, and it turns out to be a huge disaster. But let's hope for the best anyways. Yeah, okay, and I messed it up. Yeah, sure, yeah, I know. Okay, let's figure out how we want to handle this route. I think this is still suboptimal. It's this. Is this still solvable just with the suboptimal? Yeah, okay. There we go. Right swap, right thing. Does not have access to this room. So let's give her access to the room. Right, here's this room from before. Now Nayru can go this way. Probably should not have used that key, but you know, it's fine. Oh, so now we can access to this room. Hope for the best. Alright, you guys are being annoying. Get out of the way. You know, it works for me. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, now Din can go back this way. Grab that, and she can continue along her way. If I played Zelda 2 and beat Darling. I did play Zelda 2. I played it like Virtual Console on the DS. Sorry, on the 3DS. I did not get very far. I got through like 1 or 2 dungeons. I'm not too fond of Zelda 2. It's just a lot rough, honestly. And like, more power to those who like that sort of thing. I just don't. Alright, this doesn't seem like it'll be too bad. I think I can figure this out. After enough tonight and started to watch the stream. Uh-oh, as usual, I will be happy to see you here. I think we should definitely be getting through this dungeon tonight and getting into the post game. And you know, if I finish the post game fast enough, I also did download the hotfixed version of Passage Through Time. Not that I think it's going to. Well, I don't think the hotfix is going to change much for us or for me. But I'm done on the same. Of course, I still need to find the gold skull tool. I did go and review the footage, and I can confirm that I did see Nayru after clearing level 8. I really should have stood on that button as Nayru. I don't know why I didn't. Alright, let's... Alright, well, it's you again. What am I doing? You want to jump up and slam the ground? I can do it too. So, let's see. Multiple options where to go here. Post a list and reply on your post over on PRZC for reference. Noted, noted. I will definitely go take a look at that after stream, and should be able to, or well, maybe even during stream. Ooh, okay, so this is, I need to work with. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. So you have to do this one. You have to set it up outside. Fair enough. So I can't. Well, you know what? No, let's. We should continue more as Nayru in a different direction. Yeah, I'll definitely take a good check of that, and I can run through them all. Again, I should really park them on the buttons instead of just doing it half bleed. Oh, someone's back. Wasn't around for a very long time, but well, try harder next time, I guess. Right, there's the magic, there's the stone for the magical mirror there. I should have realized that. And instead, I thought, oh, I just need to go all the way out. That just takes me over here, which... takes me over here. This flows together really well, if I'm being honest. This one option will also give you an item that would help narrow down your hunt for Nayru. Yeah, I kind of... Somehow I just missed the optional bosses completely. I'm not sure how that happened. Something I'm definitely going to have to pay more attention to. I'd like to think I'm doing a better job with this game, but who knows? Reset. I made a minor blunder. Let's just get that out of the way now. One is not very well hidden, and the other is extremely well hidden. Yeah, I'm just kind of baffled that I missed something like that. At least one of them, I can understand why I missed it. The other one is just like, why did I miss it, man? It's probably something simple like, oh, you just need to come back, and I just didn't. It loves top left. Actually getting quite a variety of positions this time. But it wouldn't be right if we didn't end it in the top left. Right, so that should be everything Din can do. It was only recently added. You had to tell one of your testers where it is. So in other words, I shouldn't feel too bad about missing it. Alright, swap. Need to actually do this right. We need a key up there, and we have a key. Alright, you again. Gosh, and Nayru's bosses feel so much tankier than Din's bosses. I mean, of course, that's just because I'm exploding Din's boss with Quake, but still. Believe it or not, top left. Top left again. Top left again. 3 for 4. Four for 5. Four for 6. And there we go. Alright, let's get them both back to the room. We'll save. That way, if we die, we both respawn in that room. Wrong spot. And we can progress to the next section of the tower. Make sure I actually have my thing equipped. There we go. Alright, already we're having to go to a different spot. Okay, these Lionels See, top left press because it cycles through in order runs RNG to determine if that is the one, and the count goes from left to right and bottom to top. Or top to bottom. Yeah, I figure there's probably some way to do the way it cycles. And like, I don't have any like problem with it. I just find it a little fun thing. This is not as fun to go through as Nayru because she is a lot more vulnerable. What is this? Okay then. Awful lot of projectiles going out. It's so fun doing that. Okay, good. Use that. Comes way up there. Kill those guys. Actually sit on the button instead of doing other random stuff for whatever reason. I mean, like, it's not a very damaging boss. I really, like, you shouldn't have to worry too much about damage from the early level bosses anyways. But still. It was already set up in a way that was good. Just go down this way. What am I doing? Where does this take us? That's a path opened up. Do not know when that will apply to us, but that's future me's problem. Okay, yeah, all bosses first have buff defense they last more than 5 seconds. That's totally fair. I get that. They did feel like maybe a little tankier than they would have been if they were directly lifted from it, but yeah, no, that's totally valid. I should probably heal a little bit. Let's continue progressing to Din. Let's head over here first. Open that up for Nayru. Check this down here. I need to come back. I'm dumb. Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, it's not that kind of pillar. All right. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I don't know why I thought it was. It's literally right there. What am I doing for real? I mean, besides putting myself on the brink of death, apparently. Heal up! Let's continue progressing as Din some more. Oh, if you're talking about the one room where they were both in and Din didn't appear for... Yeah, Din was invisible until you switched character. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I was like, huh, she's not there. Oh, well, I swapped to her, but then, like, as soon as, like, the switch, it still showed up anyways. Alright, so we only have 2 of these switches. Oh, I didn't see that one on the bottom left. Okay. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Wonder if I like Hyrule Warriors series. So I played Hyrule Warriors 1. I 100%ed Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I haven't gotten Age of Imprisonment, but that's because I'm still working through Tears of the Kingdom. And it takes gosh dang forever for obvious reasons. Like while I do see the appeal of the genre, sometimes it just Korok seeds make it a pain, but just in general, there's so much. It's kind of a problem I have with just about any open world game. One button. Where there's a lot of filler content. I keep pressing the wrong button. And so it just takes forever to get through. I really am not. Okay, so the chest isn't opening from the side. That's good. That's good. I can confirm that works. But yeah, it's just. I hope they don't go with open world for the next Zelda game, because that would just be Don't think I'd really enjoy seeing more open world Zelda. Make an open universe. Depending on how that works out, that would probably be even worse. I think that's obvious why you can't switch characters in puzzles. Yeah. Let me heal up. Then we will go use Nayru's keys. Alright, you want to jump up and shake the ground? I can do that too. Me to every boss because I'm just spamming this attack. Maybe not the best method. I'm losing health. We discovered that if you warped while standing near warp in the other world, you would end up with characters in the wrong world. Ooh, that would be pretty rough. I mean, the swapping, the limits on where you can swap, that hasn't been bothersome at all, and I totally get why you have it where you do. Hey, I'm not a fan of these guys. We'll just run through-ish. Hacking heck, that's a lot of fire. These guys constantly... Okay, they're immune to that. Try and script warping itself. That makes sense. Oh, there's 2 switches here. I'm dumb. But yeah, I can totally understand why you took the approach you did. I can't imagine it being a real headache trying to get it to play nice. Don't accidentally shoot Din while I'm at it. Let's go through here. I pressed the wrong button. For a moment, I was like, huh? Why did I suddenly disappear? And the answer is because I pressed the wrong gosh dang button again. Alright. Now we swap over here. Room with the water has a secret. Yeah, that would make sense, because otherwise it's blank. You wouldn't just do that where there's nothing there. I should try going back to that room. So it was over here. Yeah, that's like about the only thing you could do. And all unfroze. Great. Just great. Love to see it. Right now we swap. Head over as Din. Now we can continue this way. Ooh, we're back to the start of the dungeon. Because we're... Oh, that's because we're... Okay, I see. I was curious about the shape, but it's clear that this is just... We're in just the lower half. Being dumb again. Should not forget about helping out Nayru. Get rid of all those guys. He's done it secretly as... Yeah, no, it makes sense. I was kind of thinking like, we're kind of lacking a bit on room to fit all these bosses. Alright, probably... No, I just have to shoot him. Alright. This place only has 2 bosses per side. You know, that does check out. Yeah, it does. I should have opened the chest while I was there. What am I doing? Let's do that. Let's do a bit more as Din. All right, more ice puzzles. We only got 4 blocks, so I need to think carefully about how I do this. All right, well, this first one shouldn't be too bad. I can just do that and that and that. Should have been a little smarter with that, but think we want to move that over there. Okay, yeah, no, this works out just fine. There we go. Got it. And we go through here, and I technically have a key. Let's hold off on that for now. We're sure about what we're doing. Alright, these guys are just not going to be affected by that. Well, there's a secret technique I learned called just ignoring them. See, they just went and disappeared anyways. Alright, so now we can go use the keys. Let's have Nayru go use hers so I don't accidentally get myself stuck in a position. Alright, so I need to press both of these. That unlocks that. Stuff on Din's sign is not affected by Nayru's attacks and vice versa. Ah, I see. Well, okay, that's... I got you mean, but it feels like that's just not been true. It's only applied to the Polish voices. Everything else just kind of gets obliterated. Okay, now stuff is opening up quite a lot. Let's go here. Yeah, like those guys are affected. Let's swap. It's not an exact science. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. All right, let's actually do. Get rid of the lines like that. Is this like, I assume it's doing some damage, but it's just a bit tanky. Maybe I should just use a different weapon for it to actually deal a final blow. Good old reliable. Don't remember his bosses or by the way. Yeah, no, that's fair. It did sound like he was, but given how many times I must have hit him and he didn't seem to do squat, and maybe he wasn't. Hard to say. Alright, once again, we succeed with the suboptimal solution, but it works. let's go over here. What does this get us? A lot of enemies is what it gets us. Sure seems cool. Is there another? Yeah, there is another path I forgot to go. Oh, it's you again. All right. I'm really, you know, like, should not be going through my magic reserves so fast, so. Keys, good. Yes, swap. Get rid of all those annoying guys. All right, well, we had these keys now anyway. Gosh, Quake annihilates them, and it's so good. Unfortunately, I am a tad bit out of magic. Nayru, I could really use your help. Wrong button. Here. Why do I keep pressing the wrong button, man? I mean, I know why. It's because the keys are very close together. But that is why. Very pleased. Gosh dang it. Alright, I should have restored my magic first. But since we do not have that, we're just waiting for our magic to regenerate. All works out in the end. Alright, so magic, that should be good for, okay, we need to give him the fairy. Let me make sure Nayru's actually at her second door. Let's see. Evil Nayru's switch hook doesn't hurt you as much as it moves you around. That makes sense. I can see that. Leaning into the other, what the other aspects of it do, which is good. Wait, actually, what am I doing? I think we need to go back to Nayru's. So this is not actually swap to Din, get some more magic, get a fairy up, and we're good. Okay. Probably eats up a lot of magic for not as much gain as, say, Quake. That was scuffed. Let's try to do a better job. All right. We're at each of their second doors. We need to go this way. Magic Blue is a compromise because you ran out of ideas. I mean, it works. It's just Din has better. This. Oh, don't do a spam message while I'm trying to focus on this. Okay, let me... Then get rid of your message. And yeah. Okay, where was I? Alright. Go this way. Okay, that's not where I'm helping out Din. Okay, this room is... You had to sit through an ad, so... Oh, that, you didn't see it. I just... But yeah, sometimes those spam accounts show up. What? Okay, this is quite a ways you're asking me to go. Let's go... Which way was it? Heal up a bit, and then it's this way. Here we go. Come on, I need to solve this puzzle first. Where does this get? That's a lead. Love how you can kind of bypass everything by smashing the ground like with the oracles. Well, you can get through a decent amount, but there's a decent amount you can't get through. Okay, I need to reach Din's position right now. Oops. I kind of maybe messed things up there. Oh, no matter. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay, this is all just to help Nayru anyways. Come back to do Nayru segments in a moment. I completely forgot for a moment that I swapped to I think I probably pressed the wrong button to go across again. Yeah, that was my bad. was just not fully paying attention to how much damage I was taking. I'm not trying to figure out how to get back there. God, it's such a long. Yeah, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. So I just need to remember which way I actually go. I haven't been that way yet, so we're not going to worry about that. Right, okay. Let's make sure I'm not being dumb this time. Should be easy enough. But yeah, you know, like, that is very true. But if I don't die, again, that it's a non-issue. So I just need to not die. You know, that might be a little easier said than done, but and that guy's key. I mean, I probably will go and do that and save as Din while I get there. Who boy am I getting myself just maybe a tad bit lost. Oh, no, it's this way. Save and continue, and then let's head back. And try to remember which way was the actual way I went. It wasn't that way, so it's this way. Got it. Let me check where I am again. Go that way, up over that way. And then we want to go up to the right. Or we can also go that. Actually, quite a few options here. Let's check out to the right first. Don't go any farther without the power to reflect your opposed power back at. Let's not go to the right first. I've had a sudden change in heart. Now we need to get back over there is Nayru. Which shouldn't be too hard. Do I remember where this went? I mean, I vaguely do, but... Yeah. Yeah, we can go here. Come back there is... And solve these first, then come back. I mean, I could go through that, but I'm... Let me open up a few more avenues. Let's go in here first. Unsurprisingly, she's still a little difficult, but I exploded her, so maybe not. Maybe she's not that difficult. All right, what is through the door? So many flashing lights. Nice, we got the boss key, but we didn't do anything with that yet. Assume I need to go up this way as Nayru. That would be the logical thing to do. Oh, yep, because she's got her own door. Let's swap to Knight's Glow. I haven't really been using it. Do you smog? He just has everything. Not even using it. Wrong buttons here. And a few issues with down here. We kind of reflecting rocks don't count. You face either boss first. Yeah, that makes sense. You got the mirror shield telling that Din and Nayru can bounce shots back at enemies. I should probably get back to that room as and then we swap back to Din. Make sure I remember how to actually get over there. Okay, no, it's not. That's not too bad. Then let's actually solve this puzzle and then we can come. This is. Yep. Okay. Okay, I just spawned in a pot. That's makes sense. Cutscenes change depending on whether you face Din or Nayru's final boss first. That is a neat touch. I'm not gonna go through the game twice to see that, but that is very neat. No, I'm saying that aloud. A lot of things. It is very neat. Okay, no, it's not. I just need heal, heal, heal. Then let's actually find the way to that room of Nayru's so I can help her progress. Wait, no, it's right here, isn't it? That would make a lot of sense if it was. Okay, yeah. Alright. Now we go... Oh no, my... Oh, wait, no, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I got the mirror shield tome to deal with these guys, and so, like, I... Okay, well, don't press that button. Just cycle through. Now I just sit and wait. Hey, let me... Come on, hit me. Hit me. Come on, hit me. All right, hit me a little more. There we go. I was freaking out for a moment. I'm just like, wait, no, I'm being really stupid. Those oracles will never learn that I don't fear their ability to reflect my shots. As long as they don't have the power of a lightning rod, nothing can harm me. Yeah, you might want to think twice about putting information like that in your notes. This is why... This is the problem with evil, is that they do a lot of dumb stuff and then they act surprised. I'm using speed up this process just a little bit, and maybe not in the most helpful ways. Come on, hit me. All right, let's have. Okay, Okay, that... Are these the guys? Yeah, they're the ones weak lightning rod. Oh, they're tanky though. They're very tanky. I have a wonderful idea. How about we kind of just chill for now? Okay, actually, stand on the button, Nayru. Thank you. You guys really are only hurt by the lightning rod. Alright, well, there's still more of the dungeon. I know that much, because there's this small area over here. So let's go get that done, shall we? They're giant mirror rows. I pressed the wrong button again. What am I doing, bro? What am I doing? I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Cycle the wrong way through all my stuff. Go across, press all the buttons. Traveler, the claim was in the chest. He must open all the blue chests in the world. Got the gold earrings of power. Nice. All right, that's also a good sign that we did open all the blue chests of the world. That will definitely make the final boss a little easier. All right, so honestly, we need to go return the favor. Don't weak the lightning rod because they're extremely hard to reflect. Yeah, no, that's valid. They do feel like they would be, with how much they move around, they're not as predictable as the other ones. Wrong button again. I don't know why I have a habit of just hitting the wrong button, man. Alright. Do this. Do that. Makes sense. Golden Ring Wisdom. I don't know why I was expecting anything else. Alright, I think we are going to do Din's first. Just because I've been doing all her stuff first anyway. Well, let's get them both right to the door and unlock, and just save. That'd probably be a smart move, I think. Well, yeah, especially since I haven't unlocked all the way the Nayrus. Oops, that might be a slight problem. And the warp's broken. Yup. Yeah. Well, that just happens. With such a big, complex game, it's bound to happen here and there. So it's not something to worry about. As long as I don't die, there shouldn't be much of an issue at all, really. Just saving again. Link, is that you? No, that you haven't given it. Yeah, the warp at the other end may still work, which means it should. What? And that you haven't given in, Link. Fight against the darkness, then we can undo the damage that has been done together. You're not going to listen to me, are you? I have to do this, Link. The fate of 2 worlds hangs in the balance, perhaps more. I hope you can forgive me when this is over. Alright, he's got a lot of health. I'm almost out of magic. Probably a good time to use Sea Shooter. Gosh, that's a lot of attack. That is full arsenal, too. Ouch! That hurts. Almost all the late game bosses are designed. That's good. Ooh, use a little more heal. Gosh dang it, I was too slow. Alright, well. Let's run that one more time. Also, rip Nayru, she's going to have to travel. Seeds. Love this attack because it's so easy to just get a bunch of hits in. following the arrows. Okay, I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage. This is so tanky. I mean, it's quite fitting, but ooh. Looking at our magic output as another health bar, then they can run out of MP before you can. That is very valid, because otherwise it might be pretty easy to cheat. So that's why we will use the siege. As long as I don't run out of siege. Healing up. And we almost got him down. Alright, so there we go. He's done. Now we just gotta fight the other one. Link, if I didn't harm him permanently. It doesn't matter either way. Your fate was sealed long before this battle began. Who's there? Show yourself! I knew that we would meet this day, Din, that nothing would stand in your way as you strove to save your home. And now you stand before me with the power of the fragments of darkness in your hands. The very thing I've searched a long time to find. You'll never be able to use your power to corrupt anyone again. But don't you see? I already have. On you. What? No! I would never serve someone like you. What do you think you've done by taking on and defeating the hero of Hyrule himself? You had taken over his mind, made him serve your schemes. It was your actions that made that all possible. But Link was abducted by you before my journey began. How can what I did make that happen? Time is not such a fixed thing. Didn't what took place in Labyrinth teach you anything? With the essence of time in my grasp, all of history is my domain. Only the hero could have stopped me, but you took care of that obstacle. Thank you. You won't get away with this. Nayru will stop you. She is certainly welcome to try. And what am I going to do about you? No, it can't end this way. I won't let it. Where did this strange fog come from? What's going on? I did all I could. Why has it gone so terribly wrong? Oh, Link, I wish you would wake up. I need your help. So a great shadow engulfed the mirror world and was lost for all time. In the end? Do not despair. There's still hope. Find the way to break the chains that bind both lands and seek their deepest secrets. Only then will the path open to the true heart of evil. Alright, well, so now's as good a time as any to go do it as Nayru, who now has to make her way all the way back. Unless I can find my way through. Extra cutscenes with the post-game, this dungeon confirms that you can access it. That is good to know. But we are, of course, going to, first and foremost, finish Nayru's tale. I'm getting all my words mixed up. Question is, do I remember how to actually get back to the start? It's all the way over there. Okay, well, go through there. Oops. Don't try to hook shot or switch hook to save your life. You go horribly wrong. Alright, I go this way to get back to the start. Alright, so now it's going to be time for the real challenge. Which is doing anything of value as Nayru. Okay, well, it works that way, which that's the important thing. The rumors were true. You have survived my changes to the past. Varan, restore Labyrinth to its proper state at once. Yes, as though the way things now are not how they are meant to be. Besides, I can't do as you ask without the power of the essence of time, which I since you now have. If that's so, then why can't I change things back on my own? Haven't you guessed by now? What I did was to ensure that the Oracle of Ages, that you, never existed. And how did I survive? I must have gone to some place, sometime that was immune to my actions. See, this is why Farore sent me to Hyrule, so I could escape from you and end this madness once and for all. Alright, hookshot laser is probably not the best move here. Alright, so if I had to guess, different forms have different weaknesses. But she's changing so frequently that it's hard to actually take advantage of that. Also, I'm just going to run out of magic if I use some of the others. Just spam the sword hammer. That is admittedly going pretty poorly, but... They don't? It looked like the fairy form was more weak to the fire from the book than the other form. It was taking like 8 damage. Maybe it's just because it has a bigger hitbox. Pretty much, you don't want to be using any magic weapons because you want to be able to save it for heals. I'm playing this so bad. But if it works, it works! That makes sense. Bring all the bad guys back to the conclusion. And as it's shown, Nox and Vati were not dead. She was really adamant on just going around a bunch. I'm getting her low. I just need to be careful about my... I'm not really going to be able to heal much more, so it's time to make this count. Is that it? Is this nightmare finally over? Link? No, you're what Varan created a server. Second Link? This one doesn't seem to be under the control of Varan. Din's actions must have had an effect on the changes Varan made to the past. Seems like their power is evenly matched. There must be something I can do to help. Rain, what does this mean? I must have missed something in my travels. If I can find it, perhaps then I can put things right. Across the land of Reverend. Land continued to fall, drenching the surface, flooding everything until there was nothing left. The end? Do not despair. There's still hope. Find the way to break the chains that bind both lands and seek the deepest secrets. Find them with a heart open to the true heart of you. Alright, so yep, we got that. Okay. So that was good and challenging. Out of all the main final dungeons, I know there's still like this true final dungeon coming up, but that one was I find it funny how it's in front of the text box. That was definitely the best one out of the three. Much better than Nox's Lair. It flows so much better than Temple of Time. That's definitely gotta be one of my favorite dungeons in your series so far. Alright, let's get going to the post-game dungeons. Depending on how long it is, we might not be able to finish them. True final dungeon was cut short because of quest burnout. That's fair. That's fair. It is like a lot to ask for, so I don't blame you for not making it as long as it could have been. Alright, we want to go to Din's, which I no, it's in the wasteland, sorry. Alright, is it? Give me a moment to remember exactly where it was. Oh, it's right there. Duh. Yeah, okay. No, I see. See why I forgot it. No, I know there was that thing in the cave. Assume I can't do anything there. If you don't do the true ending, Labyrinth becomes the Flood World from Wind Waker, while the Mirror World becomes the Twilight Realm from Twilight Princess. Interesting. That makes sense. I can totally see that. Mirror World was definitely already giving off vibes. Secret Dungeon Trial of Fire and Ice. And what is yours? Trial of Wind and Water. Alright, we're gonna do... The cave thing you talked about is after you two. Yeah, once I saw that, like, these two dungeons aren't really connected, per se, that made sense. Fish draws power from the heavens. Once it wakes, the heat shall abate for a time. Interesting. Alright, well, now, assume I can jump over there. Can't open that. Good. Okay, yeah, no, that checks out. Alright, we've got the compass. Okay, we got annoying levers. He hats aren't immune. That's good to know. Avoid that guy. Grab ourselves another key. Here, go around here. surprised. Also, I see now that the graphics on those things are fixed, which is good. But yeah, it's just it'd take too long to deal with them. Otherwise, we're just gonna ignore them. It's so cold, I can't jump or hover at all. Interesting. Crystal draw powers from the fire. Once he wakes, code shall be. Oh, that's funny. So since you can't jump, it just makes you instantly cause a quake. Hey, works for me. This should be interesting. So now I can go up this way. They will jump because it would otherwise trivialize the area. No, that's fair. That's fair. It's like so quite hardy. But yeah, nothing wrong with giving special gimmicks to your dungeon like that. That make certain puzzles more important. Right, where? Okay. I killed them underground? Jeez. Well, no, good to know levers aren't going to be a problem. Could have done this a little better. The reason there are no life banks anywhere else is you die while being eaten. You are held in place even while working, which can cause game-breaking bugs. Interesting. Get around that. Let's check out what's this way first. A locked door. Okay, sorry I asked. I don't see anything to do over here. Must be something for when I change the alt. Being said, not having something bombable. You know, that checks out. I'm just not used to the tiling. I will do my best to keep that in mind. I am just dumb sometimes. Try not to die while in the like. There you go this way. There's key and go back. And run past those guys because I don't know how to handle them. And then we go this way, around here. Ignore these guys. And we can go up here, around this corner. Through here. Get rid of those P-hats. Nobody likes them anyways. So there's another locked door, so we need to find ourselves another key. Let's save ourselves a little bit of trouble. Right, the great stuff indicates you can't. It's a wall, basically. That's alright. Thanks for the fairy. I don't think I really needed it at this point, but I needed to just absent-mindedly step in the lava. Yeah, we can't really do anything with it. Other than reflector shots back at them, but we're not doing that here. Okay, and then we go this way. Get rid of these guys. Fight them all, and then we get going back to the other way, which now we get our key. Or not, oh, sorry. Now we can unlock that door. And get to the other side of this. All right, so another ice puzzle. That looks like it could be a bit rough. Well, no, actually. It probably wouldn't be that bad. Oh, yeah, no. It's easy. We don't even need to make use of one of the blocks, really. And go over here. We got two paths open to us. I assume one of these will be... Yeah. Well, might as well press that switch. Alright, already being warped here. Actually, already explored quite a good chunk of the dungeon. I'm gonna go explore the other path. Oh, now we have to actually kill these guys. We found out that didn't work. It really just reflects is the name of the game here. Now we can go back. Alright, let's keep going here. I think that is going to result in my death happening. Yeah, I have trouble seeing how I survive this. Unless it's almost dead, in which case it should be fine. These mini bosses really need health bars. Yeah, for these tankier ones, it probably would help quite a lot. Okay, yep. Alright, let's try that again. Once I get a few more seeds. Oh, I see this is the kind of dungeon that has two warps. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? I'm using the wrong thing. There's my magic here, using a weak attack. Not exactly doing my best here. Could say that about an awful lot. I am like really chewing through my scenes at a fast rate. Hopefully this will be enough. Heal up a little bit more. I'm gonna probably swap the bombs after. Alright, so there we go. We're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, well with that we can go back to our Quake shenanigans. Alright, that will open up that part over there, so now we just need to head back. Should be a simple problem. And, well, get ourselves some more magic for health. That works. Alright. Hop across here. With more momentum, please. Din's bosses in this definitely outclasses Nayru's. I see. Probably good because I feel like I have better tools with Din than I do Nayru. Key. With the regularly scheduled quaking. And grab this key. What do we have here? I don't know what they were on, but that's kind of their problem, not mine. Go over this way. get ourselves another key. So have like another path to go before we gotta start going through locked doors. Or no, we have a couple actually. Or no. Probably getting all confused again. Just kill the lemurs. They can even come out of the ground. I mean, I guess it makes sense they would be really vulnerable to a quake. Because, you know, they're in the ground. They're going to be more affected than someone above ground. But still, it is funny. Alright, it's 3 keys. I need to go all the way around. Okay, just hold up. Okay, I don't know why it sent me a room back, but that's just Zelda classic quirks for you right there. Not gonna worry about it. Boss here for Din is probably the hardest boss in the quest. And then hopefully I can manage to survive. And I assume that also means I'm not going to be able to reliably quake him to death. The time of quaking is over, to say the least. I could really use some fairies right now. Okay, go up here. Alright, 4 keys. Surely that will be enough to get through all the locked doors. Surely. Alright, let's... This? No, it's... this way. Okay, yeah. That's door number 2. Door number 3. And door number 4. So far, no sign of a door number 5. Cross your finger, and it's another ice puzzle. Okay. Let's see. For this one, again, might be a tad bit tricky. But let's see what we can do. That probably wasn't a great starting move. See if I can... Yeah, let's reset it. I don't like how I started. I'm probably just overthinking this. But what if I'm not overthinking it? Let's just get some buttons pressed and we can worry about the details later. Okay, well, not if I do that. Don't push him off the button. That's really silly to do. Alright, well, this feels like it's a bit of a roundabout and silly way of doing it, but technically speaking, this will get results. I got a little bit ahead of myself there. Alright, that's so this last one, it should be easy enough. And there we go. Alright, and now we need to get all the way over here. Is that already all the rooms done? I mean, would make sense. Yep, sure is. Alright, so let's go fight the final bonus boss. Swap to something else. I've been waiting for you a long time, Oracle students. You're the one who's twisted this realm to their whims? I'm the servant of a greater power as you have been. Fragments of darkness are mine now. You can't sway me. And yet you're here. Have you not guessed why we have let you and Nayru act against us? It's because what you've done was necessary to release the ultimate to power. If I stop you here and now, that can never happen. You're certainly welcome to put your theory to the test. It's cheap. The colors threw me off. I had completely wrong voice for that. This might not be the best weapon. Or I don't have much options. Bombs don't work, and I need magic for heals. Well, as long as I'm careful. That being said, this is a lot of projectiles going around right now. I could be doing a bit of a better job, honestly. Alright, heal, 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 heal. Ooh, I'm going to be running out of seeds here real soon. That will be a bit of a problem. Probably should have been better with my shots, honestly. Alright. It's gonna chew through so much. I think my best shot is... maybe not use that one. I'm going to be running this very, very close. Heck. Oh, gosh dang it. Okay, yeah, that is a fight. Alright, if I'm better with my seeds, though, it should be doable. Well, if I don't get hit as much, but that's clearly a big ask for me. They make it almost required to have a revival potion. I see. Kind of forgot revival potions were a thing. But I'm gonna take it upon myself to be without. Until I like die way too many times, and it's just like, come on, dude, get on with it. Just get a revival. Hopefully, I can beat it before it gets to that point, but yeah, it's not required. All right, let's give this another shot. Yeah, I think I've noticed that before. Good progress. Okay, I'm missing quite a few shots here. That's not the best. Heal up a bit more. Alright, we are out of that. If you're trying to face tank this, it's probably not the wisest strategy. No, she's though because of the strategy, but do you think she's a tomboy on that disguise? I mean, like, it's supposed to be like you can't even really tell her gender, so not really. She's just a mysterious ninja who shows up and does stuff, pretty much. Alright, well, that's Sheik down, thank goodness. Got the red fragment of power, use it to open a way to stopping the true evil. Death of the volcano, find the switch which needs the power of fire. Alright, well, let's go. At one point, you wanted to have an evil Zelda in this, but you saved that for the next one. Well, spoilers! No, okay. That will be interesting. I guess you could argue Sheik is evil Zelda, but the Sheik is also unique enough that you could have a version of Sheik that is just her own character. Which I'm gonna assume it's what's the case here. I mean, I guess also technically speaking, you could have it be a Zelda from a different era. see if I can like I do remember there was something I missed somewhere around here. Okay, well, taking a dip in the lava is not the best maneuver, to say the least. Oh wait, yeah, I was about to say, like, no, I already have a shortcut there. Fastest way alleged, only the truly worthy may walk it. Is that's insane. Learn the way forward. Only those 72 oracles can pass. Right, fracture point. I'm just gonna do that. Swap to Nayru. Save. All right, so this will be a tad bit more challenging in some regards than Din's because I am just not as equipped to deal with the enemies as I am with Din. So Darkness in the Water is a recent addition. Ooh, it's a nice touch though. I do like it. Crystal draws power from the steel that circles. Once it wakes, the waters will rest. Okay, what am I doing here? Duh, there's literally a... I'm a little slow sometimes, please forgive me. Those enemy sprites from Donkey Kong Country, because they look really remind me of some enemies from Donkey Kong Country too. Probably didn't notice, but in most of the trial dungeons, your health slowly drains. Oh, so like, I did actually notice that. I kind of just didn't really register that's what was going on, because when I was grinding for magic in Seeds to refight Sheik, I was like, why is my health not at full? I haven't fought anything. But yeah, okay, that makes sense. That is... Yeah, they are from Donkey Kong. They ran out of enemy ideas. Well, I mean, it's good to have some variety, so I don't mind. So these walls, each character must save here for their progress to be restored. Okay. Go there. Crystals can be effective to stop the drain, but most people... Oops. Okay, and then... I kind of forgot you could interact with the crystals at all. Right, so we have a key. I think the healing is strong enough that it's not too big of an issue. And do this. Right, they can kind of just jump up and down if they want. Let's see. Probably want to do something over there. Oh yeah, no, I see the guy now. That does something for me. I'm super blind. So that... Did what exactly? And the light is kind of making. Oh, there's a tunnel right here. Okay, yeah, no, I'm just blind. Please let me know. What am I doing? Oh, right, I can't use this. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see. I know that goes there. Ooh, no. So yeah, you can't push this off. Let me see. What am I doing here? Oh, I can slip past. Okay, well, use me for just being a little dumb. Alright, now we... go past those guys, and go down here. Did not know I had to kill him. Good thing I was trying to kill him. Maybe fell down a bit. That is a tiny switch. It's mostly just a flying eye. Good thing I noticed it. Alright, now we switch across. Well, this is go up here. First scroll back from the wood that flies, which awakes the wind from rest. I guess it does help that I have a lot of health regen too, so. Like, I just straight up did not notice most of. Well, that's a fun little thing. Oops! I'm not entirely sure how, but we got through that in the end. Yeah, oops. That was something. Just good old classic Zelda classic at times. Platforms are somewhat cursed. I can believe it. heal up a little. Ooh, interesting to throw these into this. Didn't concentrate on puzzles here. That's alright. I mean, it's still... Okay, that pillar blocks me from moving with the platform. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Got ourselves a key. We still have another route to check, so I should go double check that way. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that would just warp me to the start of the room. All right, you know what? Fair enough, fair enough. I'll take it. Let's... I think I still had another path I could go, so we're gonna go that way first. Yeah, I got myself stuck in this again. Just use the boomerang. Got it, got it, got it. Because I didn't go up here. Oh, okay, it just... It just leads to a crystal, so I kind of didn't really need to do that. Like, Legs are insta-killed by boomerang. Yep, I've noticed that. It's not like they take more damage, they just straight up die. Alright, well, let's get back over here. Do not actually care that much about turning off crystals, so you won't worry about it. Alright, and then we go over here. Okay, another lock block. Avoid those guys. Avoid these guys less. Okay, that should mean we can go up here. Go across all the way around. Okay. Okay, Mr. Like, just explode. Okay, go up here. Get ourselves a key. Heal up, and then let's go back. Aesthetically, these dungeons are very nice and very pleasing to look at. Definitely enjoy what you did with them. I know, like, I guess, like, technically part of this is reused from Nayru's level 7, I think. But even so, it's still very nice. It's just a good tile set. Maybe it's just because you don't see a lot underwater. Okay, so finding stuff isn't too bad with the Twilight era. Hard for use part 4 and switch tile sets again. You know, I'm not really gonna question that. What just happened? I do understand changing tile sets. It does make a lot of sense, but at the same time, I do understand going for a consistent style. But I'm like, your game's too fine. It doesn't need to be consistent. I just know that, like, personally, I would probably, if I was making a series of games, which I may do in the future, probably would use a lot of the same tile set with just some changes or additions. This one is just murder to use. Fair enough, fair enough. You still did a wonderful job, but fair enough. I get that. Let's go all the way over here. I don't even know how to do that. The crystal before, and that doesn't really matter. Like, ignore me just falling down to my death a bunch of times. I'm fine. I did try to use it for the next, but involved like 3 times the work. Oh yeah, if it's that troublesome to use, don't push it. I mean, like, what I'm saying is kind of pointless anyways, because you already like did most of the quests in the first place, so it's not like it's way too late for me to change anything. But no, I totally get that, dude. You do what works for you, and if you make banger quests like this, it doesn't really matter. Right, the boss key progress. Assume it will be a similar case to Din, where you need the big key to make more progress. But it doesn't actually lead you directly to the boss right off the bat. This quest is going to be simpler overall, yet still have tons of content. That makes sense. Oh, okay. Did not heed the obvious signs. Quest 5 pulls out. Wait, when you say quest next, you mean the Shadows of Remembrance, not Game 4, because technically Shadows of Remembrance is 3.5, I think. Alright, let me heal up. Starting content experience Superman. Yeah, it did look kind of familiar, trying to place where it was from, but that would make sense. Good place to use it. Alright, let's go get ourselves a big key. And okay, don't shove me into this portal. Not where I'm going right now. Alright, give me just a moment. Okay. So these have been good bonus dungeons. Alright, this is just going through the water of all these spots. Alright, and then we go over here, up here. Let's heal a little. And to be more careful, make sure I don't fall off. What is this way? Because I could go down, I could also go this way. Alright, this one shouldn't be too bad. These platforms used to be scripted and were actually much worse. They do feel like they would be a real pain to work with. But the end result works well enough that I don't mind. Fall down like that. Wait, what is over here? Zoom key. And we are getting quite through a lot of this dungeon. Okay, good thing I realized you could go slip across there, because it almost looks like something you can't do that with. Oh, I need to pay better attention to tiles, honestly. Oh, did I just skip a part of the dungeon? My bad, my bad. Oops! I'm like, oh, good thing I realized I picked up on that. No. What am I doing? Alright, well, let's pretend we have one less key than we actually do. Probably get back to that spot legitimately. Go down. Oh, we have a lot of options on where to go. Let's just explore them one by one. Okay, just completely overshot the teleport tile. Leads to a whirlpool. Interesting. Oh, this is the part where I get lost. Up over here. Actually, dang, my normal arrow is this good enough. I don't need the Twilight one because it's not actually that much stronger. Dang, I'm just wasting MP for no good reason. I mean, it does lock on, but maybe not worth the cost. not these guys. Last thing I want is to warp back to the start right now. I'm gonna lose where I was so fast. Okay. Only wooden rogues in the quest. Good, good, good. They're among my least favorite enemies. Okay, now I have 2 keys legitimately. Oh boy. Oops. I've done it again. I've done it again. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Did I get pushed out of bounds? Yeah, I think I did. Hoping that one of these tiles is generous and lets me back on. You know, I'll just die. That will make things simpler, and then I just have to work my way back to where I was. All right, where were we? I know it was over here somewhere. Ignore these guys. And it was this way, and I need to remember how I progressed past this. There was still other ways to get keys, so I don't want to go that way quite yet. Yeah, also kind of lets you go through there. Sorry, got interrupted by an ad. Yep, yeah, sorry. No, I have ads because, you know, I need to have buddy. But, let's see. I'm trying to remember where exactly I need to explore still. I don't think it's this way, but... It did. Okay, yeah, no, this would have been... Got it. I got it. And then... So instead, we go here. The part issues I didn't make it where you can't go over the screen edge. Yeah, that makes sense. I would grab this key. And there's probably like one other one or two. There's nothing actually to be gained by going over here other than just some hearts. Alright, we got 4 keys. This is kind of mirroring what Trial of Fire and Ice was like. Because there's also a point where I got like about 4 keys. Alright, let me do that to make it faster to get back over. And go up here, around here, here. So final dungeons ought to do for us, but also got some pretty intense bosses, but not as hard as she. Should definitely be manageable. You're gonna be swapping between 3 characters, aren't you, though? The real difficulty is getting used to Farore's skill set. Assuming I don't just powder keg everything. Definitely a very fitting thing to do to expand it to say, like, you know what, we did 2 characters for most of the game, let's bump it up to 3. Each character can kill exactly 2 enemies. I see. Alright, and then this is the last one. Rails are weak to Ebola. No, I should just heal like that. Alright, time for the boss. This must be the source of the evil that has overwhelmed Labyrinth.
So you are the one who gathered the essences of time for us. We've been waiting for you.
I want your plan to succeed. Din and I will bring an end to your schemes.
I can see that you have eluded nothing. Every action you have taken is just as you wished.
If that is really the case, then why have your allies tried to stop me? Unless you are afraid that I can truly set things right, you should be aiding my endeavors.
You would never have believed us. Even now, we can't get you to accept the truth.
What do you know of such things? Is erasing me from history what you call real?
Trying to reason with you will be fruitless. Prepare to face your destiny.
Okay, as much as I want, oh no, so let's do. Yeah, no, this should be doable. Just need to watch my health, and I think we'll be good. Took away my sword that I just slam into the ground everywhere, but ball and chain will work just fine. This does feel pretty fitting, just slamming it with the ball and chain over and over again. Let's get some more of that health back. Okay, like, I'm not, like, this is granted a bit easier, but I'm probably could be doing this a lot better. The MP heals definitely go a long way in making fights a little more easier to manage. Because at least with Nayru, I'm like never actually in danger. not paying attention. Alright, so there we go. You got a blue fragment of power. Use it to open the way to stopping the true evil. Fires of knowledge will open the way beneath Linus City. Alright, so yeah, we already know where that is. So now we just need to go there, and then we should be meeting up with Farore soon enough. Okay. If these lions would get out of my way. Let me go up to Asymmetry City. This way. Okay, don't go in the portal to the mirror world. It's over here. And then we go this way. Yeah, since we died, Din got sent all the way over here. Enter the portal? Yes. Din, Farore, is that you? I was beginning to think you would never get here. What is this place? Once long ago, there was but one land made by Hylia. But something split into the worlds we know. Labyrinth, Holodrum, and Hyrule. The mirror world, which Din has visited, was also born. This is when that division of reality was created. So why have we been brought here? There's one more obstacle in our path. Once we have removed it, we can stop the source of this attack upon the four lands. What are we waiting for then? Secret final dungeon, Hall of Mirrors. Ooh, nice reflection effect. I mean, it goes over the pots, but still. Let's swap to one that probably won't be making much progress in this today, just because inside these walls, each character must save here for their progress to be stored. So as you can on the power of all three oracles with the magic mirror, unless you see this thing. Look for the place where the torch is crossed to get your reward. Oh, okay. Let's find out what these guys are weak to. I mean, I guess they might be weak to being hit with their own spells. Probably should not rely on that. Not affected by that. You guys can be shot in the face. I probably should not be spending so much time playing all of them. I should just... Oh, that's how this works. Okay. Okay, I was thinking it would be like, it would be how, like the Black Tower was. But no, you swap between them in this dungeon. Okay. Got it, I'm out of seats, okay. That's also why I see you have all those counters. Alright, well, the fact that I'm out of seats is a bit of a problem. This is going to be an interesting dungeon, that's for sure. Okay. So we need to get rid of those. Can I put out this fire first? Okay. Let me see. Oh no, is that's a seed shooter target? Might be. In which case, the fact that I'm out of seeds is kind of a bit of a problem. I need to... So yeah, those blocks are in the way. How about we come back here at a later point? So these guys are weak to... Works for me. Back. Right, so be very careful about swap. Okay. You be very careful about swapping weapons here. Should know that you can now do the 3 post-game challenges. Is there more besides this dungeon? Okay, let's see. Well, this calls for the game simulator. No, the Mario. Play all the minigames based on boss rush and super boss. Should definitely give that a try. Which offers a reward. Now, maybe I will go grab this. Key, and then I will go. And then I will go take a look at those. Minigames are at Farore, that would make sense. Boss rush is a little more obscure. You have to do both X super boss, who's more of an endurance challenge than anything else. Alright, that sounds interesting. So is that like something I should do before or after finishing Hall of Mirrors? Let me see. change the smear effect to where it took a bit. Oh, I can imagine. It really does add to the ambiance of the place, though. You can do it before and after this. I'll probably do it. Give me one. I'll probably do it before. I'm just gonna get this key so I don't forget about it. But that way I can reasonably. Well, that way I'm not getting too far in this dungeon when I'm gonna just forget all of the details. Wanted it to be more useful, but it wasn't. Well, that's just sometimes how the cookie crumbles. Okay, so I have to actually... It has the most bugs. Yeah, I can imagine. Basically putting down its own tile is bound to cause all sorts of issues. Okay, how do I want to get this done? There we go, there we go. Alright, let's go head back to some. Well, okay, I can't remember that pressing that does that. We want to go to Labyrinth. Remember anything now? Should I share it with you? Lazy Sea Invaders. That is what this was. Nice. Alright, let's go. Please sailing away. For now, though, I will say no hints on where the boss rush is. I will try to find it myself. Not another blow. Token. A training game 2.0, yes. Alright, that one looked like it felt like it was a little buggy, but it's alright. Now this is the hard one. Because it's random. Just because of that. Sorry about that. Yep, this is gonna prove to continue to be the most difficult mini game. I remember you saying that it was in a random spot every time. You just gotta hope you get lucky. Trying to do it systematically like this is just bound in failure. Well, I was not lucky that time. It's definitely not digging for fun. Same link from top to bottom. Well, it'll just take a few tries. We really do gotta dig until we find it. This is the one that usually takes the longest. Yeah, probably because it's all RNG pretty much. Not much you can do about that. I guess you could have like made it. The only way I could really think you could improve it to make it not so RNG is that you could dig up clues like, oh, it's far away or it's near or something. But like that might be even a lot more trouble than it's worth. Bomb chew bowling. Alright. And there we go. Was that all here? Oh yeah, the door opened up. Got Fiore's win. This gem has the power of gods creates twin barriers between banish spins. Turn on and off. Watch your magic here. Alright. Gonna be real. I do not know which button is EX for. Okay, there we go. These have their own menu. I see. We'll spend a little bit of time looking for the boss rush. I'm gonna assume it's in Din's world, but beyond that, I don't really want any hints. You can go behind this house? Oh. But because I want to try and see if I can find them. I just didn't realize you could pass behind these buildings. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but... Heck. Alright, so... Oh yeah, I see it has their own... Alright, so... Yeah, like I said, no hints yet. You've already seen the entrance on both sides. That makes a lot of sense. Alice, is it on Din or Nayru's side? I'm gonna assume it's on Din's side because this was on Nayru's side. But I don't actually know that. It could be just some random cave I just forgot about. There's one on. Oh. You know, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, yeah. No more hints. No, of course, like, I don't have very much time left in this stream, so. Yeah, but even so. No hints. So I'm just gonna look around a bunch, and if I just have too much trouble, then I will ask for hints. But until then, I need to find it for myself. Just double checking. This room didn't change into a sudden boss rush room. Okay, so where in the world? There's just probably something really obvious I'm forgetting. Let's see. Oh. You okay there, Link? He's just kind of there. Can't seem to interact with him in any way, so we are not gonna worry about that. Unless that is how you're supposed to do it, but that didn't seem like that was the case. So I'm making it where you could interact, but you didn't. Yeah, it's not like he would have much to say anyway, so. No, this wouldn't be it. Gosh, where have I been to that I just wasn't able to do much at? Well, you know, yeah, I am kind of pushing it in the stream time. So let's go save our game, and then I'll think about it, review footage probably, and then we will go and figure it out next time. But yeah, we made a lot of progress. Got through both game done. You'll be available Saturday. That should be good if I am just really, really bad at figuring out where these boss rushes are. But hopefully I won't need it. Hopefully I remember enough of places where I need to be. But yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube or watching just the stream in general, I stream every Saturday and Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Would love to see more people. We're going to be doing Zelda Classic for a bit more because we still have to finish this. We have a little bit of passage through time to go back and do. There's technically a bit of Isle Rebirth. I need to go look up stuff for that as well. But there's also the next game, Remembrance of Shadows, that we're going to have to do. And then we're going to be moving on to like a different game franchise for a bit after, and at least until like the 5th game in this series comes out and Terror Necromancy comes out. But yeah, thank you for watching. We will see you all next time.